time songs and wonderful Western flair.
I'm back. I didn't really go anywhere.
Fulton, Betty, and Wally's legacy continues, of course, with a new show at the Golden Horseshoe and the musical comedy of Billy Hill and the Hillbillies. Here's yet another example of the many forms of entertainment that are featured here in the park.
Coming up next, we'll catch up with Hal Eisner, who's out in search of pixie magic. We'll see how Disney classic films have inspired many of the attractions here at Disneyland. And we'll meet the creators of Light Magic as our spectacular journey continues.
Hey, help me figure this out. Usually the more gizmos you want, the more money you gotta spend. Then there's a Chevrolet Cavalier. It gives you a lot of the same gizmos that make expensive cars easy to live with for about half the price. If you forget to lock your doors, the Cavalier is still protected by a gizmo called the theft deterrent system. If you leave your dome light on, it turns it off. My house doesn't even do that. Get the car that's easy to own. A Cavalier. Genuine Chevrolet. The car more Americans trust.
Cirque is coming to town. Cirque du Soleil's dazzling new production of Quidam comes to the Bay Area at Oakland's Jack London Square. I'm Terry McGovern. Join me in UPN 44 as we take you under the yellow and blue big top for a special behind-the-scenes look at this innovative band of performers. Breathtaking, enchanting, magical. UPN 44 proudly presents an evening of Cirque du Soleil by the Bay. Friday starting at 8 p.m. right here on UPN 44.
They're never gonna find us. Oh, it's perfect. Two of them. Two of us. Listen. What? Rescue choppers.
I don't see any rescue choppers.
Keep looking!
Two for me.
For you.
Monday night on UPN 44.
Homer's new hair makes him a new man.
He hasn't been this frisky in years. I don't want to think about it.
The Simpsons.
That's Monday at 6 and then at 6:30.
Join host Troy McClure for a look back at America's favorite family. It's The Simpsons Anniversary Show.
It's double the hunching and 2 times the fun on The Simpsons. Monday night at 6 and 6:30 right here on UPN 44.
I want something sporty. Whoa, too extreme. I need a pit crew. Something sporty and reliable. Nah, too boring. You are so sensitive. Ah, now you got the picture. I can see myself in this.
The Sporty Accord Special Edition Coupe. Lease an Accord SE Coupe for $249 a month for 24 months with an $1,150 down payment.
That was the Dumbo ride.
I know that.
We're back live.
I've been on the Dumbo ride.
I haven't. And enjoying the parade of families and kids all around the heart of Disneyland under the stars. Look, look.
Yeah, that's right. You know, I'm sure somewhere out there, Hal's little Pixie Patrol is having a wonderful time as well. Do we know where they've flown off to, by the way?
Well, we don't, but they have.
What?
Flown off somewhere, Alex. Haven't they? And Hal Eisner's caught up with them? I hope.
Well, let's find out.
Okay.
Right now. I'm with Sarah, and we're on Dumbo, which is one of Walt Disney's classic animated films brought to life. Sarah, I know the other kids have been out. You can about Pixies. Have you seen any yet? No. No? What have you seen?
Dumbo and Peter Pan.
Dumbo and Peter Pan. Best. Sleeping Beauty. What do you want to go on next? Peter Pan. Okay. Well, we get ready to go on Peter Pan. Here's a story about how animation is inspired. When visiting Disneyland, there's a feeling of comfort, familiarity of the movies we've known since we were young. Sleeping Beauty, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Peter Pan, and Alice in Wonderland, just to name a few. The sights and sounds from these films stimulate our senses as we experience the attractions in the park.
If you go back to the original design that Walt had in mind for Disneyland, it was really taking the movies that you saw up on the big screens and three-dimensionalize it. It allows you to go on Peter Pan's flight or go through Snow White's famous scene through the forest. It's that actualization that Walt was trying to achieve.
Throughout the park, Disney films have been recreated. Those fascinating underwater adventures in Tomorrowland's submarine voyage with subs patterned after Captain Nemo's Nautilus were inspired by 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And who can forget the house every kid dreamed of living in, the Treehouse, from Swiss Family Robinson. Many classic films are represented in the park. Everyday Merlin challenges children to pull the sword from the stone, while guests enjoy highlights from Song of the South as they travel through Splash Mountain.
Part of the tradition of Disneyland is rooted in the early animated classic films that Walt created. They really became the foundational stories that developed Disneyland with our rides and attractions in Fantasyland and some of his early true life adventures for Frontierland, and of course, always the fascination of the future in Tomorrowland. So it's always been deeply rooted that our rides and attractions related to our film product. For me, my personal favorite here at Disneyland of our rides that are associated with some of the early great classic Disney films would be Pinocchio. It's a wonderful interior attraction that takes you on a journey that lets you relive the key moments and all the challenges that Pinocchio faced as a young boy, and I've always found that to be one of my favorites.
My favorite ride here at Disneyland is the Haunted Mansion. My favorite ride is Matterhorn. My favorite ride is Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom.
That's the most amazing thing I've ever been on. But yeah, it's surreal. I mean, it really is. There's nothing like that on the planet.
My favorite ride is Cars. Space Mountain.
My favorite ride here at Disneyland is the Mad Hatter Teacups.
Are you guys having a good time?
Yeah!
Have you been on a lot of other attractions today?
Yeah!
Yeah. Which ones?
All of them.
Oh, boy. Hey, have you seen any Pixies yet?
Not yet.
Oh, man. I think I'm starting to see some Pixies. Whoa!
It's all that spinning. They're definitely having a good time out there, though.
Yeah, but it looks like the kids are holding up a lot better than Hal at that speed, believe me.
Yeah, but it sounds as though those pixies are still elusive.
Yeah, that's right. There's plenty of magic out there, but no pixies have been spotted as yet. Well, I'll tell you what, if they're looking for the inside scoop on pixies and their magical powers, they will definitely want to hear from this next group of folks behind the scenes here at Disneyland.
When the creators of Light Magic began their own spectacular journey, their mission was clear: make a little magic.
And light up the night.
We have a magnificent, really talented, great little creative development team here, and it really has been a team thing. It's been evolving for 4 years. There's probably been 25 people, really talented people, who have touched this thing, and the team that works on it right now has worked on it for a long time. Started it 4 years ago with basically the mission that said, go create some new nighttime entertainment that could potentially at some point replace the Electrical Parade. And it just began from there.
The Electric Parade has such a history to it, and it was such a tradition. It was great to work on it, and I was sorry to see it go, but this new show, the technology on the new show has taken our street shows and our parades into the future.
What guests are going to see, they're going to see a very unique experience. They're going to see 4 80-foot-long stages. They feel like rolling theaters, frankly. You're going to see fiber optics, which I don't think that a lot of people have even seen used. Certainly never seen used this way. So it's one point towards the finale, you are literally, our guests are immersed in this magic pixie dust that has filled the air, and there is fiber literally all around you.
This show is the largest use of fiber optics. However, nowhere else will you be able to see fiber optics programmed the way we have programmed it into this show. So we've actually choreographed it to make it part of the action that the Pixies utilize in their performance, and the fiber also reacts to the music. So that effort was truly challenging.
We've all seen Tinkerbell when she's flying through the air, she leaves a trail of pixie dust, and that's kind of the effect that we want on these units, that when you look at it, you kind of see a ball of light, and suddenly it starts flying around these units, and it's very magical. The original concept for Light Magic was handed to me by Michael Maines, our creative director, and what he gave me was sort of an overview of the entire event, and it was to encourage people to dream and to believe that those dreams can come true.
The story is that these magical pixies arrive on this magical night at Disneyland with a mission. And they wake up all of the classic characters to share this magical moment with them. And the magic in this instance is actually pixie dust. They kind of show them how that pixie dust works and gets them to understand that there are magical things in the world that you can actually play with and believe in.
We really pulled off of what really the heart of the Disney message is, which is believe in your dreams. I mean, when you wish upon a star, your dreams will come true. And that's the quintessential Disney storyline, really.
The music has been another very interesting, unique approach. We combined a lot of wonderful classic Disney tunes from Beauty and the Beast and The Hunchback of Notre Dame and Pocahontas and all the way back to Mary Poppins and some classic tunes from Pinocchio. And we are weaving all that together with this Celtic rhythm.
I hope when all is said and done that the guest, after seeing and hearing the show, walks away with a total picture of what we were trying to convey to them, which was the idea that your dreams can come true.
We'll soon see the result of all the inspiration behind tonight's magical new show. One more feather in the creative cap of all the folks here at Disneyland. Can you guess how long the Main Street Electrical Parade entertained guests here at Disneyland? It ran from 1972 through 1996, 24 years. Coming up, we'll see how classic Disney films are brought to life right here when Light Magic at Disneyland, a spectacular journey, continues.
When human feelings collide with alien powers, dangerous choices must be made.
If this child does not learn how to control her power, she may accidentally destroy herself. Or all of you.
I know I can resist.
Will her extraordinary gift go out of control?
Do you love me?
More than anything. Or will a greater power stop her dead in her tracks?
Does she live?
or does she die? On Star Trek, The Next Generation.
Monday night at 11 on UPN 44.
How are you? Haven't seen you at school since the baby. Wish you'd come back.
Sorry, that job you applied for requires a high school education.
Each year, nearly 70,000 teens give birth and too many lives get put on hold.
Your bill is past due. A cash payment is needed.
To prevent teen pregnancy, talk to your kids. Be there for them. Be the one.
Salmon on the menu today. And the special is served with mango.
Did you say tango?
I'd love to.
You know those pants that are made out of fabric that knows how to move? These are those pants.
I'll have the special.
These are slates.
Hello, I'm California Insurance Commissioner Chuck Quackenbush. Thousands of Californians may have been misled when they bought life insurance from Prudential Insurance Company. We fined Prudential $15 million and ordered the company to provide relief to injured customers. If you bought a policy from Prudential between 1982 and 1995, you were mailed information explaining how to file a claim for a refund or other relief. Time is running out. You must act by June 1st. Send your claim form today or call this toll-free number.
On the next Strange Universe, meet Mr. Hale.
I checked to see if there were any known comets in that particular position.
And Mr. Bop.
We were sure that it was a comet.
See how these two men are riding a comet's tail into history. Plus, Salem's witches were once burned at the stake.
The witch trials had very little to do with witches.
Now these modern-day sorcerers want to set the record straight. Find out how next time on Strange Universe.
Monday night at 10 on UPN 44.
Welcome back to Light Magic at Disneyland, a spectacular journey. I'm Tawny Little.
And I'm Alex Trebek, and we are here live on a glorious night in Southern California at the happiest place on earth. Look at those kids.
That's Autopia. They're racing away.
Yes, indeed. And this is the premiere of what promises to be a wonderful new show here at Disneyland.
Right. Hal Eisner's out and about looking for a little of Light Magic's pixie dust with a few of his friends.
But I'll tell you something, Tony. I can't help but wonder if the guys are not just a little bit distracted from their mission.
Well, they might be. It's hard work tracking that elusive pixie. There's so much to do here at the park, Alex, with new attractions and shows always opening and new stories to tell, like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, Festival of Fools, and the Spirit of Pocahontas. The creative minds at Disneyland must forever be whistling while they work to bring those films to life. Well, that's very good.
One of the great opportunities we have in live entertainment here at Disneyland is to bring the animated classic films to life in a real live way for our guests who visit every day. And what we normally will do is sit down with the animators and begin to look at some of the early sketches, get a sense of the story, hear a little bit of the music, and try to grab the essence of how we might translate that story into a 20 to 30-minute experience here at Disneyland.
From Aladdin to Beauty and the Beast and even The Lion King, guests at Disneyland have been treated to a rich display of performance, enchantment, and pageantry. The magic and creativity of the Lion King celebration used the latest technology for remote-controlled devices and recreated the live experience of Simba and all the other unforgettable characters from that film.
A few years back, we had the opportunity to recreate a live experience based on the movie Pocahontas. Our show became The Spirit of Pocahontas, where she is conjured up by a Native American shaman, if you will, who allows the villagers to understand the great ancient story of Pocahontas.
Dream the day might send just around the bend.
Capturing the spirit of a Disney movie And turning it into a real-life experience involves looking at all the elements that make up the film and blending them into a unique and unforgettable show.
It was very clear to us when we had a chance to view The Hunchback of Notre Dame about a year before its release that this was going to be an epic, epic film. Everything about the color, the camera angles, the music, the characters were deep and rich and had a great deal of passion. And so we felt we had to create a different type of venue at Disneyland to do our representation and interpretation of this film. And so we decided to build the Hunchback Festival of Fools Arena here at Disneyland.
In the same way that many of the previous parades at Disneyland have borrowed elements from the classic animated movies, Light Magic takes its inspiration not only from the character Tinker Bell in Peter Pan, but also from many other familiar Disney characters.
The great thing about Light Magic is that it's wholly original from Disneyland Entertainment. It utilizes a lot of classic Disney imagery, but it's something we can definitely all be proud of and say we created it here.
There's an example of how Disney films like Aladdin and Pocahontas have been transformed into a live experience right here in the park. And in much the same way, the nighttime spectacular Fantasmic finds inspiration in Mickey Mouse's magical powers in Fantasia, adding the very latest and most spectacular visual and aquatic effects to make this little sorcerer's apprentice much larger than life. The always curious and seemingly tireless Hal Eisner had a chance to go behind the scenes.
You've seen how Disneyland shows and attractions are inspired by Disney's classic films. Let me show you this. This is Tom Sawyer Island. It's a remarkable place. There are caves, there are play areas. By day, Disneyland guests are scampering around as if they're Tom Sawyer or Huck Finn. But at night, something very magical happens here. Let me show you. Whoa, look, Tom Sawyer's Island. Only here at Disneyland can you be magically transported like that. You know, one of my favorite films is Fantasia, and guess what? We're going to take you backstage and show you how Fantasia and many other Disney classics are brought to life in what is clearly a spectacular extravaganza here at night in the park. It's a story about how whales and witches and mean old dragons turn Mickey's dreams into a nightmare. It's a story about good versus evil, and of course, good always wins. Follow me as we dare to go deep beneath the magic of Fantasmic. Mike, it's Mike Williams.
Hal, how are you?
I'm great. What are you doing here?
Well, I'm the project manager for Fantasmic.
Of course you are. Tell me, how far down did I come?
We're about 4 stories down right now.
Oh, we're down.
Oh, we're under a little bit under the water.
Okay. Can you show me around a bit?
Absolutely. Let's go.
Okay, let's take a look.
Hal, this is one of our projection rooms.
Ah, that says so, right there.
Projection is one of the key effects we use at Fantasmic.
And this is where you bring those great Disney films to life.
That's right. We're using 70mm film, and we project it onto a mist screen. That's a sheet of water, 30 feet wide, 50 feet high, and 4 inches wide, and it just appears out of the water.
How do you create that sort of thing?
We've got some very high-powered pumps, and it pumps the water out of the rivers of America, and it hits a nozzle, and the nozzle creates the screen, and then the water goes right back into the river.
It's remarkable. And the images that are projected up there.
We've taken Disney films and then edited them together with an original score, and then we project them, and they're all coordinated by a computer to make sure they all sync in with other special effects.
Whoa, check that out. Boy, I don't want to stick my finger in there, do I?
No, definitely not.
Get seriously hurt. So tell me about it.
We use 2 different lasers, and we have a variety of laser effects in the show. We use them for fiber optics, and also in the finale, where we shoot laser beams out into infinity and beyond.
Ah, sounds like Toy Story, doesn't it? Hey, this show is full of remarkable laser activity, and it all comes from this little thing, right? This is really not very large at all.
It's a very powerful laser, though. We use the 2 to mix together and create different colors. We use quite a bit of pyrotechnics.
Fireworks.
Fireworks.
Yeah.
And we use it for the different accents during the show. We've got like dancing water fountains, and then we've also got some splash effects to make the water jump out.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Fantasmic, fireworks, and beginning tonight, Light Magic. One more brilliant performance, lighting up the night here at Disneyland under the stars.
Fiber optic strands used to create the magical lighting effects in tonight's show, if placed end to end, would reach from California to New York, approximately 2,500 miles. When we return, we'll have more on the making of Light Magic right here at Disneyland.
I heard about this car that's supposed to be safe for you and your kids, but it's so expensive you probably couldn't afford to have kids and that car at the same time. How about a Chevrolet Cavalier? It comes with a safety cage, dual airbags, even standard anti-lock brakes. So for around $12,000, you really can get everything you want in a safe car, including kids. Who decided that only people who can afford expensive cars should be safe? Get the car that's easy to own, a Cavalier. Genuine Chevrolet, the cars more Americans trust.
The mere act of sipping a frosty Starbucks Frappuccino gives you the cool, comfortable body temperature of a trout without the inconvenience of being a trout. Starbucks Frappuccino. 1 part coffee, 2 parts ice, 3 parts secret cold elixir. Starbucks, purveyors of coffee, tea, and sanity.
What does the third full moon of spring have to do with Red Lobster? Everything. Because it signals the start of our Pacific King salmon season. Come celebrate the freshness of this very special catch. Enjoy our fresh, never frozen salmon. Grilled, hickory planked, teriyaki. This limited time opportunity. Fresh Pacific King salmon starts at only $10.99. Hurry. Red Lobster, so fresh you can taste it.
Riverdance. It's sweeping the U.S. with sold-out performances. Now you can experience this symphony of sight and sound for only $19.98. That's a $5 savings. Don't miss your chance for the original Riverdance. It's only $19.98. Order now.
It's 2 hours of back-to-back action Wednesday on UPN.
Straight ahead.
First, the Sentinel goes airborne.
Cops killing another cop. Pretty heavy-duty charges to be thrown around.
With a chase scene so wild, you won't be able to tell the good guys from the bad guys until it's over. Then on Voyager.
Get us out of here!
There's been a murder aboard the station.
A shocking act of betrayal.
We have to tell the truth.
Leads to an explosive showdown.
Starting Wednesday night at 8 on UPN 44.
Well, we're back live from Disneyland for the world premiere of Light Magic. I'm still very excited, filled with anticipation, but I'm also filled with envy. You know, it seems that Hal Eisner keeps getting all the plum assignments. Now, the technology behind Fantasmic is absolutely fascinating, only I didn't get to see it firsthand.
No, you didn't. Well, I was thinking the same thing. About Hal, that is.
Why?
You know, he also seemed to squeeze in a trip to the wardrobe department.
Well, then you know exactly how I feel.
Well, yeah, 500,000 outfits and over 900 different fabrics, Alex. I would have had a field day.
Yeah, well, I don't know if Hal was able to take anything home, but let's visit with the folks responsible for dressing the performers in Light Magic and all the other residents here in Disneyland.
Hi.
Hi. I'm Hal Eisner.
Hi, I'm Tina.
Tina, and
I'm Wendy.
nice to meet you both. And you work in the costume department together?
Yes. Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm the costume designer for Light Magic.
Uh-huh. Wendy?
Costumer on Light Magic.
Well, what's the difference?
She's my right-hand gal here. No, I do the designing, and then after all the drawings and stuff are done, she helps me gather all the materials and everything else we need and make sure it gets done, keeps me in line.
Is that what she does? I need somebody to do that for me. Tell me, you know, what has been the inspiration for preparing the costumes, and what kind of process have you had to go through?
Oh, it starts with the story. The whole thing starts with the story. And then from there, I start drawing. and back and forth between the director and the writer, and you develop the drawings, and then it's a matter of finding the right fabrics to pull these together. And that's where Wendy comes in and found all the wonderful fabrics in the show. And then it's a matter of finding the shops and getting it built.
There's got to be some focus, something you're trying to accomplish, a target here. You're trying to hit a certain part of that audience.
Yes, I'm aiming for the children. I love it that the children are out in Disneyland, and it's often the first exposure they have to theater, to good theater. So we're giving them the best theater they can find. It's definitely for the children. Adults will love it, but it's from the design standpoint, I was designing for children.
This is Irmgard Terbrack, and she's the senior costumer here, and you've been here a long time, haven't you?
Yes, very long, about 29 years.
You don't look that old at all. That's not, you're not telling me the truth,
Oh, yes,
all right?
I am.
Yeah,
Yes, I am. They kind of built the park around me, so to say.
So to say. In all those years, what is it that you've found is the magic formula for Disney costumes?
I think the magic formula is imagination, color, sparkles, and fantasy.
Well, when I look around here and I see costumes like Indiana Jones and the pirate over there, I can't help but wonder what I'd look like in one of those.
Oh, you probably look great.
Do you think I was fishing for a chance there to try these on?
Let's go and let's try some on. Let's have some fun. Let's go.
Yes.
I want to introduce you to a wardrobe person. This is Carl Jakey.
Hi, Carl.
And
Hi, nice to meet you.
I'll leave you in good hands and have fun trying on your costumes.
I really appreciate this.
Bye.
I really do. Okay, what are we going to do?
Well, it's up to you, but I'm thinking this one right here.
I love it. Wait, let's see. Oh, yeah, that's it. Let's try something else.
Look, what about this?
Lovely, but red's just not my color. Now that's more like it. You like it?
Looks great.
Great. Hey, listen, thanks so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
I had a great time. I really did, Carl.
No problem.
See you later.
See ya.
Bye.
Yeah, did you notice there that Hal was trying to get away with a wardrobe souvenir?
I caught that. And you can see a little pixie magic goes a long way. Boy, I could save hours in dressing rooms.
I'm sure you could, because pixie dust is an amazing thing.
It certainly is.
All right, the creators must have had their own supply of pixie dust, because tonight's dazzling display was a huge undertaking. It brought together elements of performance, light, music, and nearly all of the Disney characters.
And pixies.
Absolutely. Let's take a look now at the making of light magic.
There were actually literally hundreds of people that went into making this show come together, from the development phase where we had artists and sculptors put it down on paper and create an idea that we went on to turn into actuality. From that point, it went on to the people that are out there, the fiberglass people, the painters, the costumers, and that went on to getting it to our final fruition of getting the cast and the choreographers and the staff and the techs that put that all together.
The creation of light magic was such a massive undertaking that even the area around It's a Small World was changed to make it easier for guests to watch the show.
They did change Small World in that it allows them better viewing, because they've tiered it a bit, so that before, when it was just flat, you may have had to look over someone's shoulder. Now you can look through.
So basically, if you come to Disneyland now, Small World is completely different. We've added all new towers that basically hold fiber optics and wonderful effects for the show.
When Light Magic gets underway, guests will be treated to one of the most brilliant displays Disneyland has ever seen. This is thanks largely to the efforts of a dedicated special effects team who've created an explosion of fiber optics consisting of over 1.5 million points of light.
We really wanted to do the whole show with fiber optics, so we went out to Main Street and thought, well, how will it look if we started to take ornamental pieces on Main Street and embed them in fiber optics? And it was dazzling. I mean, it was just beautiful.
The fiber optics light show makes the magic of pixie dust come alive in a truly amazing display. This awesome experience is made even more spectacular by the presence of 4 gigantic floats.
The float units themselves are 80 feet by 30 feet, and we're actually taller than the buildings on Main Street. They each have 16 pixies, but we also have those 8 individual Disney classic characters on each one of those units. So we've spread out our most famous. We have Mickey on a unit, and Minnie on a unit, and Goofy on a unit. And so everyone kind of gets a different show at each one of these particular stages.
Performing the many shows that make up Light Magic is an ensemble cast of singers and dancers who are eagerly waiting to step into the spotlight.
They've come up with some of the most amazing, new, innovative dance steps that I've seen, and I think it's going to surprise a lot of people. It's a new kind of dance that we're doing here, but it's real fun and real energetic and very contagious. I dare anyone to not be tapping their foot while this is happening. It's really fun.
I'm hoping that when people see Light Magic, it's like a wonderful Disney experience. I think the one thing that I would love people to believe when they leave the park at night is that dreams do come true, that you do have a destiny, and you can wish on a star.
There's a real sense of excitement out here tonight, and that's not surprising. This is opening night. The big show is going to begin soon. And hey, guys, are we ready?
Yeah!
What are you looking forward to?
Lots of lights, Tinkerbell, and Mickey Mouse.
What about you guys up here?
A great show like we've never seen before.
Ma'am?
Really excited about this. I think it's going to be really great.
Really great? Now, I wouldn't be surprised at all. What do you think is going to be really great?
The Pixies, the music, new music they're having, lights, I don't know. It has to do with Disney. It's going to be great, I'm sure.
I can't wait. What about you guys down here? She talked about pixies. Have you ever seen a pixie?
Yeah.
You've seen a pixie?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
It was bright.
It was bright?
It had dust behind it.
It had dust behind it. Okay. Were you awake or were you asleep?
Awake.
You were okay. What about you?
Pixie looks like Tinkerbell with wings.
Would you like to be a pixie someday?
Yep. I'm gonna be a pixie, a blue pixie.
A blue pixie. What about you?
I'm gonna be a purple pixie.
Gonna be a purple pixie. Yeah. Okay. Well, while the pink and purple pixies wait here for the big show, we do too. So the excitement's building. Connie, Alex, back to you.
The crowds are gathering down on Main Street, USA, and I noticed so many kids with fiber optics. See, look right there, and lightsabers and those glow-in-the-dark necklaces. Can I get a necklace? You know, everybody wants to be part of the show here in Disneyland, including me, and the marvelous thing of it is, well...
Here's some pixie magic for you, and this for me.
Oh, look what you got, and look what I got. Well, we all really are part of the show, aren't we?
We'll be back after this.
When we return, Hal Eisner will once again take us on a spectacular journey backstage to see how some of the night magic from Fantasy in the Sky fireworks is created. And the excitement is building as guests await the world premiere celebration of Light Magic at Disneyland.
Want more action in your weekend? Then get down to Action Headquarters, your local Ford dealer, for the Memorial Weekend Sales Event. 4 days only. Get financing as low as 1.9% for 48 months or save thousands on some of America's best sellers. Now get 1.9% or $1,500 cash back on a well-equipped Ford Thunderbird. Or $249 a month to lease a new Ford Mustang, a true American legend. Hurry. There's only 4 days to get in on the action. The Memorial Weekend Sales Event ends Monday, May 26th at 9 p.m.
Action Heroes!
Round Table's exciting new Maui Zowie pizza is loaded with ham, pineapple, and fresh veggies. It's a special recipe, handed down by Hawaiian surf legend Kahuna Pete. Kahuna Pete liked to catch waves, guest star on Hawaii 5-0, and get down with his zany surf crew. Try a Maui Zowie. It's a real taste of the tropics. Round Table, the last honest pizza.
This month, buy a large Maui Zowie for just $13.99.
The bigwigs at Baskin-Robbins, who insist we say Baskin-Robbins, demanded you know all about the new BR smoothies from Baskin-Robbins. You had to see the real fruit blended with non-fat frozen yogurt to understand they're a healthier way to enjoy Baskin-Robbins. And of course, here's proof everyone loves their fruit-tastic flavor. So now you know, we may not make the best commercials, but nobody makes a better smoothie. Oh yeah, they also wanted their logo real big.
It is a code of honor.
I have brought disgrace to our family.
Only a Klingon can live by.
The sons of Morg reunited.
It is a tradition of blood.
I want you to kill me.
Only a Klingon can die for.
No honor, no future. Goodbye, my brother.
With an age-old ritual.
You'll be charged with murder.
Be Worf's last on the next Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Monday night at 7 on UPN 44.
Want to make this a Memorial Day weekend to remember? Stop by your Northern California Toyota dealer this Friday through Tuesday for low 1.9% financing on all new Toyotas. Camrys, 4Runners, even the Avalon is available at 1.9%. And the deals really heat up with cash back on all new Tercels, Corollas, Tacomas, and T100s. That's 1.9% financing plus cash back. So see your Northern California Toyota dealer today. Because after Memorial Day weekend, these deals are just a memory.
Talk to a special guest right now, Scott Thompson Baker, seen on The Bold and the Beautiful, and he's here with his family, his beautiful wife, his son Thane, and Thane's buddy Chad, which is the way it should be at Disneyland. What have you done so far today?
Well, I think we've done about all of it, haven't we? Started out at Star Tours, and then we went at Space Mountain and Splash Mountain and Thunder Mountain, every mountain they've got here, I think.
Is this the highlight, Light Magic, that you're about to see?
We've been anticipating this all day long. These guys are like, when's the magic, when's the light, when's everything? But we decided that when you need a little light and magic in your life, where do you go, guys?
Disneyland.
How long have you been practicing that?
Just once.
Let me just ask Thane. Thane, what if you? Oh, you guys are holding hands. You're too sweet. What are you looking forward to tonight in the Light Magic show?
Just some things and not that much, but.
Oh, well, what about pixies?
Yeah.
Pixies are cool, aren't they? What do you think of pixies? They're a highlight of all this. We've been looking for them all night, by the way.
Well, I hear there's 450 billion of them, so we should be able to catch one.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, well, you guys have a good time. Enjoy. Thanks for stopping by and talking to us. Bye, Thane. Bye, Chad.
Say goodbye, guys.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you, Leilani. Thank you very much, Scott.
Thank you.
Have a good time. Okay, all right, Alex.
Thank you, Tony. The kids just couldn't resist making a face at the camera. You know what? Hal's been all over the park today. He's been inside and out. And he got another look behind the scenes of a summer entertainment that's been around for quite a while here at Disneyland. Let's go backstage right now and high over the park for a look at the Fantasy in the Sky fireworks show.
Fireworks is a big part of Disneyland entertainment, and every night here in the park around 9:40, everyone's eyes hit the skies. And why? Because of the Fantasy in the Sky fireworks display. And this man right here, Mickey Aronson, he's been the one responsible for the technology and the design of the spectacular for 41 years. How you doing, Mickey?
Hi, Hal.
Good to see you.
Good to
Mickey,
see you.
Mickey. That's a famous name around here.
Yes, it is, and I'm very happy to have it, but it's mine, and I had it first.
And you had it first. You were also the first back in 1956 to get this show started in the sky. What was it like back in 1956?
It was an awful lot different then, Hal, and we used to have to get down on our hands and knees because all of our mortars or guns were buried in the ground, and we would light the shells with a railroad flare, like this, and go from one to the other.
I can see it. I can see it. You get down there with that flare, you'd light the fuse, you'd cover your ears, you'd go like this, right?
Just about.
Just about. What's it like now, 1997, 41 years later?
Well, the technology has improved so much so that it's so tight now and so beautiful.
And it is all computerized.
But it's not as much fun.
You liked that adrenaline rush of doing this thing, didn't you?
Certainly did.
This is a family affair for you.
Yes, it is. My sons are over there. If you'd like to meet them, come on over.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
How you doing?
Good to see you. How you doing? Could we go back and see where you do all this sort of thing?
Sure, let's go.
Great. And Mickey, thanks so much.
My pleasure.
Great work, 41 years. Keep it up. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye, you guys. Have fun.
Well, Hal, here we are backstage.
The aerial trailer for Fantasy in the Sky. This is amazing. This is what your dad talked about. The above-ground guns instead of the ones down below. We have 4-inch guns, we have 6-inch guns, we have 5-inch guns, and 8-inch guns, of which the shells must be put into before we can shoot the show. Now these are a couple examples of shells. Look at this one. This one says red and blue with titanium thunder. That must be amazing. Let's see, this one here says glittering gold crown chrysanthemum. I love those when I see them in the sky. Okay, show us how it works, right? How you install it and all that sort of thing. Take this. Oh, wait. Kids, if you have one of these trailers at home, don't do this. Okay, go ahead, Bob. We'll take the shell, place it in the tube, make sure it goes all the way to the bottom, hook it up, and we're ready for the show. And kaboom, up it goes. The spectacular colors. Fantasy in the Sky.
It's just great to see the secrets of this family's art passed down from generation to generation.
The torch has been passed, and you know there's nothing quite so magical as fireworks.
That's right.
On a warm summer evening.
Well, we're not going to have to wait too much longer for light magic because the moment we've all been waiting for is just ahead, and boy, are we excited.
And the whole of Main Street is lined with guests right now. There are lots of kids, lots of families, and the anticipation you can feel is absolutely electric.
Hal's on his way back to Town Square with his Pixie posse. They're covering Main Street, and we'll all get our first glimpses of those elusive imps in light magic at Disneyland.
Which of the kids seems most excited to you?
Hal!
Right. When we return, you'll have a front row seat to this spellbinding new show that will illuminate your imagination, fantasies, and dreams. It's Pixie time, and the show is about to begin. So stay tuned for Light Magic, a spectacular journey, live from Disneyland.
Hey, help me figure this out. Usually the more gizmos you want, the more money you gotta spend. Then there's a Chevrolet Cavalier. It gives you a lot of the same gizmos that make expensive cars easy to live with, for about half the price. If you forget to lock your doors, the Cavalier is still protected by a gizmo called a theft deterrent system. If you leave your dome light on, it turns it off. My house doesn't even do that. Get the car that's easy to own, a Cavalier. Genuine Chevrolet, the cars more Americans trust.
Step by Step takes you a step beyond to where the men are big and brawny. Not to mention brainy.
I got to level 9 on Donkey Kong.
So if you like your action red hot, if you like your romance out of control, and if you love gut-busting fun,
oh, dude, that gives me gas too.
Then watch Step by Step, a step beyond your usual fun.
Step by Step, weekdays at 5:30 on UPN 44.
I don't know what the story is. The garage is made for the car. Why do dogs and all the junk from the house live in the garage? Why is that? Everybody on the whole street's like that. There's nothing in there that anybody's used in at least 5 years. And what's even worse is I don't even get the high-octane fuel that I'm designed for. Like Chevron Supreme with Techron. You're just like, you're nothing.
No premium outperforms Chevron Supreme with Techron. Chevron, simply smarter.
It's a pathetic existence, you know.
This picture looks fine, right? Well, watch what happens in the hands of a Kodak technician in a Kodak lab. Kodak Premium Processing. It makes sure your pictures turn out right the first time. And if that's not enough, you get features that help you organize, protect, and reorder your pictures. Choose Kodak Premium Processing at Walgreens, Safeway, and other fine stores.
It's a Tanner Bash.
This will be so much fun.
So drop in and get ready to rock.
Isn't this great?
Because the good times are gonna roll.
Totally. Double cool.
Come party hardy.
Be there.
I'm there.
With some real party animals.
This should be good.
And bring a friend.
A ton of them.
The beat is on.
What are we waiting for?
Let's go. On Full House.
Weekdays at 5 on UPN 44.
What you're hearing is the sound of the Dodge 1.9% Plus sale. For 5 days only, it's your opportunity to get 1.9% financing plus more. Like make no monthly payments till August. Plus, that's on every new Dodge car and truck in stock. Plus, get up to $1,500 cash back on select cars. So hurry, before time... Well, you get the picture.
Welcome back. We are live from Disneyland, and the show is about to begin.
And as we look out from our vantage point, under the twinkling lights, the trees, the castle behind us, everything here seems alive with excitement. I know I've said it before, but the park tonight feels absolutely enchanted.
It really does. It's the kind of place where you'd find elves and imps and sprites, and that's where our tale begins. In the story of light magic, the Pixies journey to Disneyland to share their magic with Mickey Mouse and his friends. Awakened from their sleep by the Pixies, the Disney characters discover the power of starlight and the magic of pixie dust. They find out it can make their dreams come true.
And now the moment we've been waiting for. The lights come down and light magic begins. my little 3.5-year-old daughter, Emily, is excited right now because she got to see her favorite character, Winnie the Pooh, dancing with all the others.
They all looked like they were having a great time, and those pixies were happy pixies, weren't they?
Absolutely. At long last, we got to see the pixie dust, and we saw the pixies.
Absolutely. Okay, let's go back down to Main Street now for more music and light magic.
We'll be right back with more Light Magic live from Disneyland.
What you're hearing is the sound of the Dodge 1.9% Plus sale. For 5 days only, it's your opportunity to get 1.9% financing plus more. Like make no monthly payments till August. Plus, that's on every new Dodge car and truck in stock. Plus, get up to $1,500 cash back on select cars. So hurry, before time... Well, you get the picture.
Round Table's exciting new Maui Zowie pizza is loaded with ham, pineapple, and fresh veggies. It's a special recipe, handed down by Hawaiian surf legend Kahuna Pete. Kahuna Pete liked to catch waves, guest star on Hawaii 5-0, and get down with his zany surf crew. Try a Maui Zowie. It's a real taste of the tropics. Round Table, the last honest pizza.
This month, buy a large Maui Zowie for just $13.99.
I never thought it could be this simple.
I can't even program a VCR. Now I'm online.
America Online is the easiest internet online service.
You don't have to learn a lot of computer jargon.
It's like actual plain English.
America Online. So easy to use. No wonder it's #1. And we've been working night and day to increase capacity 75%, adding 150,000 new modems.
It's so easy my dad can use it.
America Online, working hard to meet your needs.
Who's the cutest couple in school? Moesha and Q. But Q better watch his back because his best friend is putting the moves on Mo. Mo is in a you, me, he situation.
You lying. Mo would never do that to Q. Ooh, busted.
It's time to settle this like mature adults.
Amy, what you doing here?
What you doing here? And why don't you ask Mo? Get ready for the showdown on Moesha.
Tuesday night at 8 on UPN 44.
Getting to know you, getting to know all about
you. Never. It just doesn't happen. But if it does, it's good to know that just a few drops go a long, long way. Get to know Metro. It's nice driving the highest mileage car around.
We're back live from Disneyland with more Light Magic.
The Pixies are at play on Main Street, USA, sharing their magical powers and their pixie dust with Goofy, Donald Duck, and many other classic Disney characters. Well, what do you think so far, Alex?
I think it's just delightful. The colors, the music. Hey, it's Disneyland at its best.
Had to be, so let's go back to Main Street, USA for more Light Magic.
Stars alive.
Wasn't that something? Let's get some reaction. What do you think back here?
That was great. It was great.
Okay, give me some examples. What did you like the best?
I like the fairies.
The pixies?
I like the dancing.
You like the dancing? How about you?
The lights.
The lights? What about you back there?
I love the fairies. The dancing was awesome.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Some of the reaction back here. The parade just passing us back to you, Alex and Tani.
That was tremendous. It's a great show.
It was a great show, but you know what? I've got to come back here, and I know my kids are watching this on television right now, and the first thing they're going to say to me tomorrow morning is, Dada, let's go see the Magic Light Show at Disneyland, and I want to be standing right down there where Hal was with all the people, so you're close to all the excitement, the dancers.
I think that's absolutely true, and also seeing it on TV, I mean, it's enough to whet your appetite and make you want to come back and see it, but really it's so spectacular in person. The lights are more vivid, and the music it just gets, right to you, right to your bone. It's wonderful.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to come back right after this.
With Sierra, there's a lot to choose from. Besides its strength, power, and style, there's a wide variety of options. And now there's a wide selection of Sierras to choose from at your GMC dealer today. And many are now available with the option of 5.9% APR GMAC financing for up to 48 months. So now there's even more reasons to choose Sierra. See your Northern California GMC dealer today.
Car care projects stretching your budget?
Come on, let's work together. Cause Kragen understands every car, truck, wagon, or van.
Kragen saves you time and money because we've got the know-how and the low price guaranteed. And we have new Meguiar's Gold Class Liquid Car Wax, so highly reflective it's simply brilliant. Kragen.
Let's work together.
The mere act of sipping a cool Starbucks Frappuccino chills and neutralizes the gene that causes irritability. When it is hot, or humid, or both.
There now.
Starbucks Frappuccino. 1 part coffee, 2 parts ice, 3 parts secret cold elixir. Starbucks, purveyors of coffee, tea, and sanity.
Been right down there on the street this whole time and
I told you he gets all the choice assignments. I can't understand this. I'm not going to put up with it anymore. Hal, come on in here.
Boy, you can't help but dance to that music, Listen to it. There goes the float right behind me. Wow, look at that thing. I've had a great time at Disneyland. I think all these people have too. And what about Light Magic? How does Juliana Santini? You've seen her on a lot of TV shows. You like it?
It was magical. Just what you'd expect.
Yeah. Well, what did you like about it?
Most excellent. I love the way they brought the kids into the show. It was really cool.
Yeah, it really was a lot of fun. Let's talk to these folks over here. Light Magic. You like it?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
It was great for the whole family.
Well, I'll tell you, and I think a lot of people feel that way tonight. One thing we know about Light Magic is that Light Magic has to do with dreams. And hey, dreams do occasionally come true. So from all of us out here at Disneyland to all of you back there at home, may all your dreams come true, right?
Right.
Okay. Tani, Alex, back to you.
They just all seem mesmerized, don't they?
They're all agog. They're saying, my gosh, I've got to come back and see this in order to enjoy it more fully.
I know.
But that's the way kids are,
Well, sure.
Kids are intimidated at first. They look at something and they don't want to do it, and then all of a sudden they say, oh, I like this. Bring me back.
Well, and the good thing about this show, too, is there's lots of audience participation. You saw them actually go out there and bring a lot of kids out and dance with them, which is really fun.
That works with the older kids, but when you're dealing with the toddlers and the younger ones, they're intimidated the first time. But after they see what happens, they want to be part of the fun. They want to participate. They want to dance with all these characters.
And Hal's got something right now. Hal, what's
I was just going to say, I was really taken by the music, that Disney thing that they do with the speakers around here. Didn't you notice that back there?
Oh, the
really
music
something,
is
you know?
exhilarating. It really is. And we're still listening to it now. And we just want to, go into this and remind you that on opening day, Walt Disney said, Disneyland will never be completed. It will continue to grow as long as there's imagination left in the world. Well, tonight, this enchanted place under the stars is full of imagination and inspiration, and it proves Walt Disney's legacy to be truer and more vibrant than ever.
Tawny, it was fun working with you again. Good night, everyone. Sweet dreams, and we'll see you here at Disneyland.
Bye-bye.
Monday night at 8, Girl, Girl, Who Gets the Girl? Marion and Maxwell make moves on the same woman in the house. Now, a deadly bioform attacks. Janeway has nowhere to turn except to the Borg. Stay tuned for Star Trek Voyager next on UPN 44. Monday night at 8:30, Eddie makes a date, but it's only a substitute soulmate on Malcolm and Eddie.